Welcome to Pammy Plus Parks. I am Pammy, your plus-size fairy godmother, bringing you all the magic Universal, Disney, and Florida have to offer plus-size people. And today I'm at Universal Studios Orlando. A couple of weeks ago I came here and I explored about half the park. So today I'm going to try to walk around the other half of the park. This part of the park I haven't seen in well over 20 years. I did something a little different this time because I am a premier annual pass holder. I have free VIP parking and free valet parking. So I valet parked today, and let me tell you, that was so much easier than parking in the regular garage. It costs $50, but if you only have one day at Universal Studios and you want to conserve your energy, or if you have any physical limitations, I would highly recommend budgeting that $50 and taking advantage of valet parking. After I valet parked, I went to the security hub, and in the security hub I found the area where you can rent wheelchairs. Let's go back and take a look at that. I have some great information about wheelchairs and ECVs to share. Just behind me over my shoulder here, you'll see this is where you can rent a wheelchair at the security hub before you enter either of the parks. This wheelchair may make it easier to get from the hub through City Walk and into the parks. They have two styles of wheelchairs. Let me show them to you. This is the first style of wheelchair. It has a steel frame. It's a little bit more sturdy. It's a narrower chair, but I'm able to fit in it. It's a bit of a squeeze. And if you are able to get up out of it from time to time and walk around, that would probably be best. But if you need to use it all day, this might be a little uncomfortable. This is the second style of chair. It has a lightweight aluminum frame, and as you can see, the seat is a little bit wider. Now, this chair isn't quite as sturdy as the steel one, but I felt comfortable in it, I felt secure in it, and I think if you weigh 350 pounds or less, you may be fine in it. If you want a chair that's a little more lightweight and easier for someone to push and has a little more room, I would suggest this one. Now here's a shot of the two chairs together. As you can see, this one is a little bit narrower than this one. This one has a lighter weight aluminum frame. This one has a heavy duty steel frame. So you can rent the wheelchair for $12. You can use the wheelchair to get from the security hub to the park that you're visiting. Once you get to the park you're visiting, you can go to guest relations, show them your receipt for the wheelchair. They'll get you an ECV if that's what you want. Use the ECV inside the park all day. At the end of the day, go back to guest relations, turn in your ECV, and they'll give you a wheelchair to use to get from inside the park back to the security hub. That was some great information, right? I hope you find it very, very useful. And you know, I wanted to share something with you. I don't know if you can see in this tree behind me, but there's a bunch of beads from the Mardi Gras parade. It's March, and so it's Mardi Gras time, and I guess when people are leaving the parks, they toss their beads in this tree. Let's have a look. This tree is just filled with all kinds of beads. It's really cool. It's time to move it and groove it on the moving walkway. So you guys know that I'm afraid of escalators. Turns out I'm kind of a little bit afraid of those moving walkways here because they move so fast. But someone gave me a tip. Kind of start walking really fast as you approach it and give a little hop onto it. It'll make it easier to get on and off. Well, I made it approximately 5 minutes outdoors without having my hair up, so sister had to put her hair up. It was too hot. Oh, look at that. It is such a beautiful day out today. Lots and lots of people though. It is actually within the last few days of February. That means it's Mardi Gras season here at Universal Studios. It also means that we're right on the cusp of spring break, which is a very busy time of year for theme parks. Just before you get to the entrance, there's this sign that I did not notice last time where you can measure to see if your child is tall enough to go on some of the most popular rides here in the park. Let's have a closer look at this. How tall are you? In order to ride these attractions, you must be as tall as the red line. So they have Rip Ride Rocket, Fast and Furious, Jimmy Fallon, Transformers, Simpsons, Despicable Me, and E.T. down here at the bottom. Over here you have The Mummy, Men in Black, Escape from Gringotts, and Woody Woodpecker's coaster. I just got finished shopping at the Universal Studios store, and I have a lot of great information to share with you about that, but I'm gonna save that for another video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. You're gonna see a very detailed video all about the store, sizing, prices, all kinds of good stuff like that. I think I'm gonna try Men in Black next, but as I was walking to that ride, I came across this meet and greet with Shrek and Donkey. It's one that I saw in my first video for this park, and I thought, you know, there's not too many people in line, I'm gonna check it out. Wow, look at Shrek, he's so tall. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, that would be great if you want to point it at me, it's already running.
Oh man, just when I thought our crazy quotient was finished, here comes some more. That's right, what's your name, baby? Pamela. Where are you from, crazy Pamela? Wow, you've made the incredible journey thus far.
Yes, it is a long journey.
Are you famished from your ordeal of travel?
I'm actually thinking of stopping for lunch. What do you recommend?
Waffles.
Waffles? That doesn't sound awful at all.
You got that right, crazy Pam. Get over there next to my main man Shrek and we're gonna get this done, Mamacita.
Got it.
That is a nice picture of me.
It's good.
All right, baby. See you.
Bye.
Bye, Pam.
Bye.
Bye.
Good one.
I like her.
Well, that was a fun meet and greet. I really enjoyed that. They were a lot of fun. Donkey was hysterical. And who knew I was Crazy Pam? I think I fulfilled his crazy quotient for the day. So when you have your picture taken with a character like that, how it works is they give you a little photo card like this. And generally right after you get out of the character greeting, there's a desk where you can stop and check on your photo. You can purchase it, or you can hang on to the card and wait till later in the day to make a decision about which photographs you want to buy. Each print costs about $10, and you can actually buy special frames and little effects overlays to put on it that'll cost a little extra. But you know, they give you a lot of different options. I'm not sure if they offer a photo package that will cover you for the entire day or not. I'll have to look into that for you. Whew, it's really hot today. Hotter than I was anticipating, but not totally uncomfortable. But it's time to have something cold and frosty to drink. I think I know just the place to go. Just outside of the Garden of Allah Hotel and Villa Apartments, you have this lovely refreshment stand, and in it they have cold ices in different flavors like lemonade, wild cherry, and blue raspberry, as well as Coca-Cola. But they have something special here today too. Especially for Mardi Gras 2019, they have these frozen specialty drinks and wild berry, green coconut, lemonade, or you can mix all three. This is a non-alcoholic drink. I think I'm gonna try all three. Well, this drink looks really amazing. I'm gonna try it. I got the lemonade layer and it's delicious. I found the perfect shady spot with a great view of the street so I could do some people watching, and I got my frosty drink. It's time to get my rest on. And while we're sitting here talking, I want to let you know that if you ever see me in the parks, please feel free to come up and say hello to me. I love to say hi to people and chat with you for a few minutes. I don't want to take up too much of your vacation. I know you're with your family and friends having a great time, but I love saying hello. And you know, I'll even ask you if you want to record the outro to the videos, and I'll put you in the end of one of the videos if you'd like me to. So yeah, don't be shy, don't be afraid to come up to me and say hello and let me know that you watched the videos. For me, it's really, really fun to get to meet people in person and hear their story about their day, hear how their vacation is going, and hear that they've enjoyed the videos or found them useful. So never ever be afraid to say hi if you see me in Mark or just me in the park. I am almost done with my delicious drink, and I'm rested and cooled off and ready to move on, but I'm not sure I'm gonna go to the Men in Black ride right away because I see up ahead of me a couple of things I want to check out. Let's go. Okay, I'm on my way to ET and I see this How to Train Your Dragon, the Hidden World special limited attraction. And inside here, you go inside this little darkened tent here, and you're supposed to be able to do sort of like a virtual reality type of movie experience. You get on the back of a dragon and they film you riding it, or it looks like you're riding it. I really want to try this, but it looks like there's a bit of a line right now and it's in really, really bright hot sunlight. I Might try it in a little bit, maybe like in an hour or two when it cools off. Okay, right now I'm headed towards E.T., which back in the day was my favorite ride at Universal. I'm a little nervous about fitting. I know that there can be some fit issues for plus size people on these bicycle seats with a lap bar that comes down, but I've heard that there are seats for people with special needs, like myself, or people who are in wheelchairs, that are really easy to transfer into, really easy to get on and off of. It's a bench style seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in line for this ride, and when the time comes, I'm going to ask for one of those accessible seats and see if it is comfortable. Okay, so I finished riding E.T. and I really enjoyed it. In fact, I made a whole detailed video about it. You can keep your eyes peeled for that. You'll see it really soon. Now that I've enjoyed a classic ride that has brought back a lot of wonderful memories, it's time to have lunch. I'm gonna head off and do that right now. All right, I said I was gonna go have lunch, but I'm actually gonna go see if I can do this how to train your dragon thing, because there doesn't appear to be a line. Perfect timing. So that how to train your dragon experience was really fun. They have you like sit on a fake dragon and they take some video of you and they kind of superimpose it into some animation. I haven't seen it yet. They say it takes about 30 minutes. And I'll get an email alert, and then I'll be able to look at it. And I'm gonna see if I can insert the video in this video for you right here. Well, was that fun? Did you like it? Was my acting on par? Do you think I deserve an Oscar? I know I deserve an Oscar. In addition to that fun experience, I got this free keychain. I thought that's kind of neat. I'm gonna put that on my backpack because I love Toothless. We're right in the middle of Springfield here in Universal Studios Orlando, and it is time for lunch. We're gonna head into Krusty Burger and check it out. All right guys, that was actually a pretty good lunch. I really enjoyed it, and I wanna thank you guys for that lunch, because the fact that you watch these videos and share them with people, and many of you have also contributed to the channel as well. Those funds go to pay for my gas getting back and forth to the parks, and also for my meals and drinks. So thank you guys, and thank you for watching. Wow, I love the entrance to this ride. It's amazing. All right, I just finished the Simpsons ride. That was a lot of fun. I don't know what you want. You want detailed information on the ride? You're gonna have to wait for the video, because I did film a very special video for the ride with lots of great details. You're gonna have to wait to see that one though. So, you know, I still have a few more hours to hang out. I think I'm just gonna walk around, see what I see next, maybe try one or two more rides before I end my day. Well guys, I had a chance to go on Men in Black twice, and I made a fantastic video about the ride. I'm not gonna share all the details about the ride here, because you're gonna have to wait to see the video and you'll learn everything you need to know about Men in Black, so keep your eyes peeled for that video. I've been here for about 6 hours and I've done a few rides, I had lunch, I kinda had a few adventures here. I'm kind of feeling like my day is winding down to a close. I'm gonna start heading towards the exit of the park. Maybe I'll have an adventure or two on the way, I'm not sure. We'll see. But let's get walking, it's time to head home. Well, I thought I was gonna get out of here, but it looks like there's no wait for the single rider line for Fast and Furious Supercharged, so maybe I'll hit this ride up. Okay, so I just finished riding Fast and Furious. I have a very detailed video of what you can expect from this ride. That will be coming out. You can look for that later. I'm not gonna do it in here. Keep your eyes peeled. That video will be coming out soon. All right, it's starting to get dark out. It's around 6 o'clock. I think it's time for me to head out. Well, it looks like I'm just in time to catch a little piece of the parade. Okay, I'm almost home. I wanted to share with you a little bit about the valet parking. If you're valet parking, it does cost $50. If you have a certain pass level like I do, it actually is part of your pass. But you have to remember that you are expected to tip. I totally forgot about that, but luckily I had some cash. They do allow you to charge your tip on a credit card if you want, but it's always nice to have some money in your pocket to hand to the person. I think $3 to $5 is a normal valet tip. That's usually what I give. I will say that where you pick your car up for valet parking is a lot closer than where you drop it off. And it was so nice, so nice to be parked so much closer. It was so great. Someone told me that they actually measured the distance from the parking garage to the front of Universal Studios, and it's something like 6/10 of a mile, so a little over half a mile of a walk. And when you're walking in, that feels like nothing, but when you're walking out after a really long day, that can be it can be almost torturous, especially if your feet and your legs are killing you. So that's why I say if you can manage the $50, or I would say budget $55 in order to be able to valet park, I think it's worth every penny if you're trying to make the most of your day and not have your legs be completely wasted when you're on your way out. Overall, today was a really amazing day. I got to do a lot of really cool stuff. My work week this past week has been really crazy, so this is kind of a little bit of a way to celebrate getting through the week. It's only Thursday. I do have to work tomorrow, but you know, the week is almost over. I just want to thank you guys for all of your support for this channel that allows me to be able to go out and make these videos for you. I got to meet some people in the parks today. Several people came up to me and said hello. That is awesome. Thank you for doing that. It's so funny, I asked for that earlier in this video, and then right after that, people started coming up to me and saying hello and saying how much they enjoy the videos. It means so much to me to be able to put a face with a name and know that there are people out there who are actually watching and really enjoying and benefiting from these videos. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'm so happy today. I got to do so many different things. I created a bunch of videos that you'll see coming out later in the future that are much more detailed, but I had a really fun day today. It wasn't just work, you know, making videos for you, but I actually had a fun day, and thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, life is a roller coaster. Enjoy the ride.